What if I told you that the first 60 minutes after you wake up could be the difference between living to 75 or living past 100? A groundbreaking study from Harvard Medical School followed over 120,000 people for 3 decades, and what they discovered about morning routines after age 65 will shock you. The people who did these 5 specific things each morning had a 73% lower risk of premature death compared to those who didn't. But here's the twist: for out of 5 people over 65 are doing their mornings completely wrong, and it's silently stealing decades from their lives. Stay with me until the end, because the 5th habit on this list is something doctors rarely talk about, but it could be the most powerful longevity secret you'll ever learn. Welcome to Prime Motion 60 Plus, the channel dedicated to helping you thrive, not just survive, in your golden years. I'm here to cut through the noise and bring you science-backed strategies that actually work for people over 60. If you're new here, we focus on realistic, research-proven methods to extend your health span. That's the number of years you live actively and independently, not just your lifespan. Do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Why? Because the content we share here could literally add years to your life, and I don't want you to miss a single video that could transform your health after 65. Today, we're diving deep into morning habits that scientific research has linked to extraordinary longevity. These aren't trendy wellness fads, these are practices backed by decades of peer-reviewed studies from institutions like Harvard, Stanford, and the National Institute on Aging. Let's get into it. The first thing most people reach for in the morning is coffee. But here's what's happening inside your body after 65 that makes this a critical mistake. During sleep, your body loses approximately 1 to 2 pounds of water through breathing and perspiration. After age 65, your kidney function naturally declines by about 1% per year, and your thirst sensation decreases by up to 40%. This means you're already dehydrated when you wake up, but your body isn't telling you. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that even mild dehydration in people over 65 increases the risk of falls by 34%, impairs cognitive function significantly, and puts dangerous stress on your cardiovascular system. Within 15 minutes of waking, drink 16 to 20 ounces of room temperature water. Not cold water, room temperature or slightly warm. Why? Cold water causes your blood vessels to constrict, which temporarily raises blood pressure. After 65, your blood vessels are already less flexible, so you want to avoid this first thing in the morning. At a primitive function over a 5-year period compared to those with poor morning light exposure. This single habit strengthens your body's natural rhythms, which control everything from hormone production to immune function to cellular repair processes. Now, before you think I'm going to tell you to do an intense workout, I'm not. In fact, high-intensity exercise first thing in the morning can be dangerous for people over 65, and here's why. Your blood is thicker in the morning because you're dehydrated. Your joints haven't warmed up, and your blood pressure typically peaks in the early morning hours. This is why heart attacks occur 40% more frequently between 6 a.m. and noon, according to the American Heart Association. But here's the key finding. A massive study from the University of Sydney, published in Nature Medicine in 2023, tracked 25,000 adults over 60 using wearable devices. They found that people who did 15 to 20 minutes of light to moderate movement in the morning had the longest health spans and the lowest mortality rates. The sweet spot was movement that elevated heart rate to about 50 to 65% of maximum, which for most people over 65 means you can talk comfortably but feel your breathing increase slightly. Here are the best morning movements. Option 1. Walking. A gentle 15 to 20 minute walk, ideally outside so you're also getting your light exposure. This simultaneously handles habit number 2 and habit number 3. Option 2, Tai Chi or Qigong. Research from Harvard Medical School shows these gentle practices improve balance by 47%, reduce fall risk by 43%, and significantly improve cardiovascular health in people over 65. Option 3, gentle yoga or stretching. Focus on mobility and flexibility rather than strength. After 65, maintaining joint range of motion is crucial for independence. Option 4, bodyweight movements, gentle squats holding onto a counter, wall push-ups, marching in place, gentle torso rotations. The critical principle here is consistency over intensity. The study found that people who did these gentle morning movements 7 days a week had far better outcomes than those who did intense exercise 3 times a week. Why does morning movement specifically matter? Because it improves insulin sensitivity for the entire day, reduces inflammation markers, stimulates lymphatic drainage, which doesn't have a pump like your cardiovascular system, increases something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which protects against cognitive decline, reduces morning stiffness and joint pain. A 12-year study from Norway found that adults over 65 who engaged in light morning movement had 39% lower mortality risk compared to sedentary peers, even when total daily activity was similar. The timing matters. Here's a controversial statement: intermittent fasting, which is incredibly popular right now, can actually accelerate aging and muscle loss in people over 65. Let me explain the science. After age 65, you experience something called anabolic resistance. This means your muscles become less responsive to protein and require more protein and more frequent protein intake to maintain muscle mass. Sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, accelerates dramatically after 65. You lose approximately 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after 30, but this accelerates to 15% per decade after 65. Muscle isn't just about strength, it's your metabolic health engine, your glucose disposal system, and your longevity organ. Dr. Stuart Phillips, a leading protein researcher at McMaster University, found that adults over 65 need approximately 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, distributed across 3 meals. That's significantly more than younger adults need. But here's the critical finding. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that when older adults consume 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at breakfast, they maintained significantly more muscle mass over 5 years compared to those who had carbohydrate-heavy breakfasts or skipped breakfast entirely. Your muscle protein synthesis, the process of building and maintaining muscle, is most responsive to protein in the morning after the overnight fast. Waiting until lunch or dinner means you've lost this critical anabolic window. You need 25 to 40 grams of protein from high-quality sources. 3 eggs, 18 grams protein, plus Greek yogurt, 15 grams equals 33 grams. 4 ounces of wild-caught salmon, 28 grams protein, plus half-cup cottage cheese, 14 grams equals 42 grams. Protein smoothie, 1 scoop protein powder, 20 to 25 grams, Greek yogurt, 15 grams, berries, spinach equals 35 to 40 grams. Ground turkey scramble, 25 grams protein per 3 ounces serving with vegetables and avocado. Include healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, nuts, or seeds. Fats slow digestion and provide steady energy, plus they're essential for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins D, E, and K. Include colorful vegetables or berries for polyphenols and fiber. A groundbreaking 2020 study from Brigham and Women's Hospital followed 46,000 adults over 60 for 16 years. Those who ate a substantial, protein-rich breakfast had 28% lower risk of cardiovascular disease, 32% lower risk of type 2 diabetes, better cognitive function scores, maintained healthier body composition, had significantly longer lifespans. The researchers concluded that breakfast quality was one of the strongest nutritional predictors of longevity in older adults. Timing matters too. Try to eat within 90 minutes to 2 hours of waking. This stabilizes blood sugar, prevents the cortisol spike that comes from prolonged fasting, and provides the amino acids your body desperately needs for tissue repair and maintenance. Now we reach the habit that doctors rarely discuss, but the research on this is absolutely stunning. Stack and overlap.
Wake up, drink your water with a pinch of salt, do your breath work or meditation while sitting near a window or outside. Get outside for your light exposure combined with your 15 to 20-minute gentle walk. You're now handling habits number 2 and number 3 simultaneously. Minutes 30 to 60, return home, prepare and eat your protein-rich breakfast habit number 4. That's it. 4 out of 5 habits done in less than an hour, naturally flowing from one to the next. The research consistently shows that people who implement these morning habits don't just live longer, they maintain independence longer, have better cognitive function, experience less chronic pain, take fewer medications, and report significantly higher quality of life. Listen, I understand that making changes after 65 can feel overwhelming. Maybe you've been told it's too late, that you've missed your window, that aging is inevitable and irreversible. But the science tells us a completely different story. Your body is remarkably adaptable at any age. The studies we discussed today track people who started these habits in their 70s and even 80s, and they still saw dramatic improvements in health span and lifespan. Every single morning is an opportunity to send your body signals that you want to thrive, not just survive. Start with just one habit. Master it for a week, then add another. Progress over perfection. Consistency over intensity. If you found this valuable, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, subscribe to Prime Motion 60. Plus, if you haven't already, we release new evidence-based longevity content every week, and I don't want you to miss the strategies that could add years to your life. Second, hit that like button. It tells YouTube to share this information with more people over 60 who need to hear this message. Third, drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 5 habits will you start tomorrow morning? Or if you're already doing some of these, share your experience. Our community learns from each other, and your story might inspire someone else to take action. Before you go, I want you to watch this next video where I reveal the 5 foods that people over 65 should never eat for breakfast, and number 3 will shock you because it's recommended by most doctors. Remember, age is just a number, but how you spend your mornings determines how many quality years you have ahead of you. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay active, stay curious, and keep thriving. This is Prime Motion 60 Plus, reminding you that your best years can still be ahead of you.